do you think the U.S. pressure succeed in achieving a ceasefire in Lebanon? Do you think?
Now, actually, tomorrow, Thursday, there will be a visit by two consultants of the U.S. President to Israel, including Hochstein. They have proposals with them for a ceasefire in Lebanon, based on the Resolution 1701. Hence, the proposal to stop or to reach a ceasefire in Lebanon for 60 days, and consequently there will be discussions on the withdrawal of Hezbollah forces from the south of Lebanon towards the north of Litani. Thus, there are Israeli conditions, and I think the Israeli conditions are not accepted, including the supervision over the air, maritime, and land borders of Lebanon, in addition to allowing Israel to conduct attacks or affect the air sovereignty of Lebanon for the sake of Israel. I think this is rejected. And there is a new condition this evening, which is international forces on the Lebanese-Syrian borders. I think Hezbollah, based on the statements of the new Secretary General, they accept the ceasefire and the implementation of the Resolution 1701. However, Israel has conditions. Consequently, if the negotiations succeed tomorrow in Tel Aviv with Netanyahu, Hochstein and the other consultant may head to Beirut to start talking with the Lebanese people or with the Lebanese government to start implementing the ceasefire resolution and the Resolution 1701 for ceasefire again in Lebanon. In relation to Gaza Strip, the issue is very complicated, and I do not think that there will be the discussions didn't reach anything either in Qatar or in Egypt for a ceasefire in Gaza, because Israel has main goals, including the occupying the north again and evacuating the Gaza residents or citizens from the north. That's why Israel seeks to impose other conditions, including removing Hamas from the authority and finding an alternative authority with different directions and ideology in Gaza Strip, while keeping control over Philadelphia cross point in general. I think the issue in Gaza is very complicated, and the negotiations with the Egyptian, Qatari and US mediation will succeed only after the end of the US elections in November 5th.
Dr. Amin, and do you think with the American elections coming up in just a few days, will Netanyahu, do you think, delay reaching a ceasefire until the new US president officially takes office?
In my opinion, the Israeli president or the Israeli leader supports Donald Trump to win in this election because of the Abrahamic peace plan in the region. That's why he seeks continuing the war until the end of the war in November 5th. That's why I think in relation to Gaza, the issue will be prolonged further. But in Lebanon, the matter will be shortened because there are clear Israeli losses and there is inability for the Israeli army to invade the Lebanese territories for the resistance of Hezbollah. Pertaining to Gaza, I think the matter and the ceasefire will not be achieved soon. I think the matter will continue until the end of the election after November 5th.
Do you think actually Israel will agree to a temporary truce in the coming days?
In relation to what? In Lebanon?
Exactly, Lebanon. Yeah, Lebanon. Lebanon or Gaza. Do you think Israel will agree to a temporary truce in the coming few days?
I think so, because there are massive losses for Israel in the south of Lebanon. The Israeli forces are unable to invade the borders for long distances because they want to reach the head of Litani River in the east south, and at the same time they want to reach a buffer zone in 3 kilometers distance. So the Israelis now are unable to penetrate through or to impose their conditions or agenda on the Lebanese government. That's why I think in relation to Lebanon, their states and Israel separated Gaza issue from Lebanon issue. So it's easy to reach a ceasefire in the Lebanese-Israeli borders.